Hi everyone, live Wednesday with Lezlie and Lexy.
Yes, here we are coming at you from LEHQ talking about one of my favorite products.
Builder.
Yes. Lexy Line Builder.
Why is Builder one
You
of your
know
favorite?
what? When I said that,
I'd like to
when
know.
it slipped out, I was like, I think it's really just like a nostalgia thing for me because it was our very first, well, I think Reconstructor was our first.
No, actually Builder
Was before Reconstructor.
Yeah.
You like old school LE users, the Kathy Wagners of the world will know Reconstructor. But Builder was our very first building gel 20-some years ago.
It was our first gel.
The very first gel?
The very first gel that we made for my salon. Well, we made, Jim McConnell made.
Yeah, we made.
I just said, give me some product now. Let's go. Was Builder, absolutely.
So I think that's why I said that. I mean, it is a great product to apply and
You were
use,
just a little girl.
But it's just such a staple in the light elegance line and who we are as a company that I love it. It's just an OG product that's amazing. So
well, it's got the longevity of everything, right?
24 years of Builder.
That's awesome. So Builder,
Tell us a little bit about it,
I'll
Liz.
tell you about Builder. It is in the Lexy line, so it's a hard shell, and its name describes it. It's a great product to build with, and it is our only product that is non-self-leveling. So when you put, it's pretty thick. So when you put it on, it's going to stay right where you put it. And like Extreme or One Step, you know how if you just let them sit for a little bit, they just self-level beautifully. Builder does not. It is made to manipulate around. I always say that if anybody is an acrylic user and they're wanting to be introduced to gels, Builder would be one of the products.
It's the place to start.
It is, because it's kind of like, it's got some oomph to it. So it's kind of like pushing around that little
And some
ball.
people love to apply that way, especially being in Orlando, just hearing what people prefer and like showing them. Some people really want something not to move.
Yeah.
Where in my mind, I always think like, oh, the self-leveling kind of does the work for you, or when you go back to that finger, it kind of self-levels and, you know.
It's all done, the work's done for you.
But there are a huge amount of people that love that you go back to the finger and it hasn't moved at all. So there is a specific greatness to Builder.
There is. And it's wonderful. Absolutely one of the best. Let's say you're extending a nail, a long nail. Builder, yes, your go-to. You could just really build that nice foundation. A couple coats of Builder helps you create that apex really nicely. And you can just kind of manipulate it around. You can also take Builder. It's wonderful and it's compatible, of course, with everything in the Lexy line. So there's people that want to put Builder down first and then put a thinner coat of something like One Step over the top.
Yep. You can mix and match any way that you like. And what I love about Builder too is, since people think, oh, well, it doesn't move and it's really thick, that it's not flexible. So what I love about it is you can grow out these long, beautiful nails, but there's flexibility. So when you hit your nail or something, it bends with your nail. So it's a great product for multiple reasons that way.
It is.
And Vidar says it files so easy. It has a softness to it, so it shapes so efficiently.
Nice.
Well, that's nice, especially with your finish work. And like I said, it doesn't self-level. You're going to have to. If you're only using Builder, you're going to have to do your finish work. And go in with just like a foamy, and it does. It files really nice
beautifully.
And it comes in different colors.
And sizes. Look at us being all progressive. Different colors, different sizes. We've got it all in the Builder.
We got a 10 ml, we got a 50 ml, and a 30.
Yeah, the 10 ml is relatively new. So if you guys don't know, we have it in the 10 ml, which is great because it's more cost efficient. You can get more colors in your drawer with the cost. So
and it fits in your drawer better.
It fits in your drawer, so you can get a bunch more. So, and they're just so dang cute, aren't they? You just kind of want to pinch its cheek.
And what colors do we have, Lexy?
We have ideal, we have delicate, we have soft, we have baby, we have cosmetic. So we've got a lot of different skin tones.
And of course, clear.
Of course, clear.
So Builder, yes, it is a fabulous product. Everybody has their favorites. It's not that one. I mean, you could be a total. You could do everything with Extreme that you can do with Builder. It's just the Extreme's going to self-level. It has a thickness, but it kind of comes down to that preference too. If you like a non-self-leveling product, and it does. I tell you, when you're extending, whether it's dual tips or plastic tips or forming, Builder is awesome.
Yeah, Builder is awesome. And like you said, going from acrylic, if you're an acrylic user learning gel, I always recommend Builder to start. So it definitely has its place.
Yep, it does have its place. So do we.
hopefully we continue to have our place.
All right, I know we have questions.
We have a lot of questions about
like
Builder.
it.
We'll start with, can you use Builder without a base coat just on a prepped nail?
Yes, absolutely, you can.
The base coat question is a tricky one, because does base coat mean, in some people's eyes, primers are base coats, and in some people's eyes, you know, more viscosity, like a one-step would be a base coat. So
I think most people think your bonding agents
are base coats.
Yeah.
But not everybody. So it
No.
is nice to explain
It is,
that
you're right.
primers, some people think primer's a primer, right?
Right.
Especially our tack that's water viscosity. You know, how is that a base coat without any viscosity? So I think it does get a little complicated. So we always recommend a primer, especially for adhesion, if you want the nail and the gel to stay on. So if you view a primer as a base coat, then yes, we recommend a base coat.
You do, but if you can, but if you are a really good prepper and you went in, let's say it was a shorter nail, not an extension, something that's going to really give a lot of force there where it's connected, but go in and really do wonderful prep work, cleanse it. You can put your builder on, but like I say, always. If you use a bonding agent such as tack, it's just going to help. It's just going to take that worry out and make it adhere even better. But if you want to skip that step, yes, you could.
Yes, you can.
As long as your prep work is
And I always
good.
say too, it always depends on the client's natural nail. That's also
Yeah.
a huge, whether you're going to use tack or not, or if you want that extra insurance or not. If you have nails like Lezlie, where they're really strong and rigid, she can wear anything. She doesn't
I'm
need
strong
tack.
and rigid.
Thanks,
Lex.
Client can prep her, cleanse, and throw a builder
I
and
can wear
extreme on,
anything.
and she can wear it for like 6 weeks. Me,
I don't
I'm
know
not so
6
lucky.
weeks.
So I think knowing that natural nail, knowing your client is also a key factor.
Perfect. Has the formulation changed over the years?
No,
Not
the only
really.
time we changed it for you guys that have been around a while. Remember when gels were really hot? Like you put your hand in there, and you find your client on the floor.
Yeah.
So we went to a cooler curing. That was
Well, that's where
years
Cool
ago.
Gel came in.
Yeah,
Intro
that's
to
true.
Cool Gel, which we've done.
Yes. Now it's just cool gel.
Now it's like we're cool.
We're
But initially, fun fact, it was because it was cooler in the lamp.
Yes,
That
that's
was the
true. That was a
original
big thing, getting everything.
So
it
then
wasn't so
after
hot.
Cool Gel, we transferred Extreme and Builder and changed the chemistry to make them cooler. But as far as like the way it goes on and
Yeah.
everything, it's
No,
been the same.
You know when something's really good, just leave it alone.
Like a fine Lezlie or a fine wine.
But I'm rigid. I can be rigid at certain
You
things.
can be rigid and strong.
Yeah, well, I can be flexible too.
Okay. We do not have the flexibility. This is more flexible than we are.
Personality can be flexible.
That's also up for debate.
That's another time, right?
Yeah, it's another YouTube.
Well, speaking of flexibility, what makes Builder most flexible?
It's actually not the most flexible, but it's flexible. Like Lezlie. To get one more in there. Builder's flexible, which is great. I kind of touched on that in the beginning of this video, how it's very strong and you can do long extensions, but it has that flexibility so you get less breaking.
The ligamers
The-
in there,
the
the
oligomers.
ligamers that have been chosen to go into Builder allow it for its flexibility.
Yeah.
So it's all in those oligomers.
So does Builder have a lot of oligomers?
Yes, it probably has more.
A lot of oligomers, and Alyssa was just telling us it's the types of oligomers that makes it flexible.
There's very little monomer and Builder, and so the less monomer in something like Builder has more oligomers in it. So it is pretty much all oligomers with just a tiny
She
bit.
said almost 100% oligomers.
So
Which
Awesome.
makes it
so
flexible, and Extreme is also that way. Extreme is very flexible as well.
some people think Extreme's more flexible than Builder.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
coming from the chemist, Extreme is more flexible than
Yeah.
Builder by a little bit. But I think they're
everybody's
both in
got
the realm.
their opinion on
Yeah,
that too.
and once again, I say it goes back to the client's natural nail.
Exactly.
I'm going home with that.
If your strength is in something like Extreme, you know, where that they're both very flexible. So yeah, it kind of comes down to which one you
It's a
prefer working
preference.
with.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a two-part question. What is the cure thickness of Builder, and can you show the max thickness to apply so that it cures properly in the mini dot?
Well, now this is an interesting question. I brought a prop.
We brought it.
Give me my prop.
I thought she thought I was sick and needed a cough drop.
So, first of all, you got to realize clear products are going to cure thicker than any time you pigment something.
Yes.
So you take your colored
Clear.
builders, they're not going to cure as thick as a clear. But Builder has such great cure thickness. See this little cough drop here? You can pile it on. I hope you don't pile this much on, but you could pile this much clear Builder on and cure it
to 100%,
and it would cure 100%. So,
which is amazing.
In the LED dot.
In the dot, it's just as strong as
the mini dot is just as powerful as the dot, even though
don't let the mini fool you.
Yeah,
it's just as powerful.
Just because you're small doesn't mean you can't pack a punch. So the mini dot does.
Pa pa.
So yeah, but now the more pigment, let's say ideal pink, cosmetic pink,
the darker ones,
they have more pigment in them. So as we get pigment, you're gonna want to make sure your cure thickness is a little bit thinner. Now, you guys have heard about, and you know, it's a great question for you to know exactly how thick they can cure. Do the form test. And if you've all heard about the form test, take a form. The product you're wanting to see if it cures really well, let's say it's cosmetic pink Builder. Put a circle, a product in,
or how thick you would do it
on a nail, cure it in the lamp, and then remove that form, wipe off that sticky residue, and then peel that Builder off of the form. It's gonna come right off because it's on a shiny surface. Basically what you have is kind of a little piece of plastic in your hand. And underneath, if it is not sticky, your cure thickness is just perfect. If you peel it off and you feel it and it's sticky, then it's too thick and it did not cure all the way under. See, when we have it on our nail and you cure, the top is always hard, right? But we never know. We never know, did it cure underneath? So gauging how thick each product can be is really fantastic.
And I would recommend doing that with all your different pinks, just so you know, so you don't set yourself up for failure, because the pinks do vary. That light that goes through, the pigment absorbs the light, which makes it really tough to go all the way through. So I would just test that and do the form test on all your pinks, and then you know.
But you can still put it pretty good. I mean, it's not as, you can put them on thicker than, let's say, a ButterCream, because all the pigment in a ButterCream, or a P+. So, good question. Your clears are going to cure thicker than in colors, and the more pigment the color has, the thinner it's going to be. But you can still, you don't have to worry too much. It's not like you have to put on a really, really thin coat of the colors in Builder. You can still build with them.
And please use a good lamp. I mean, that's also going to be a key factor, is use our lamp, or
absolutely.
I mean, do you know how many times in Orlando I asked people what lamp? A, they could not answer.
That's bad.
They go, well, I just got it online. Or they go, I got it off Amazon. And it's like, then you have to start from scratch, because you're like, I don't even know if you should be buying our products if you don't have the correct lamp. So just make sure all this is kind of to our lamp
and I'm going to say something that's not on the Builder thing, but if you are a professional, you buy a professional lamp. You do not go on Amazon and buy a cheap ass lamp that doesn't cure product. We have,
and it's funny because then people will blame the product because they don't think it works, but it's really the tools that they're using around them that is affecting it. So we got to kind of think big picture and think system. So please buy a professional lamp, because that will
just buy the LE lamp.
Just buy the LE lamp, honestly,
because
then we can guarantee it for you guys, and we can fix them. But that's, I guess, a lamp video.
We'll get back on track.
We're gonna build here.
We're gonna build. We're a little rigid, but we're gonna build. Speak for yourself. Hey, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
That's true.
Can I apply on naturally very flimsy or weak damaged nails?
Well, that's you, since I'm rigid.
Oh, I'm weak and flimsy.
That's weak and flimsy.
Yes, you can. You can. Did you say short nails or thin?
Weak, flimsy, damaged nails.
Okay. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, because Builder's very flexible. So if you have if you're applying product over something really flimsy, you need a product that's going to be able to flex with that.
I wouldn't pick a hard, more like.
So it's perfect. If it was really short nails, I think Builder's a little thick.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
That's just preference on me. I'd probably move to an extreme on that. But yeah, absolutely, it's perfect for that kind of nail.
So that was kind of our next question. Is it a good fit to be used on short nails to grow out your natural nails?
You can absolutely use it on short nails. I just think it's more difficult because it's thick. I would reach for like a one step or an extreme in that case, or a cool gel. But once again, that's preference.
Yeah,
that's complete preference.
Vidar says, and it's amazing for ski jump nails.
Yeah, well, you fill in any of that stuff, like any little pits and valleys and slopes and jumps.
Can you
Lots of holes.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you use dual forms with this?
Absolutely.
Perfect for that.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Press-on
Yeah.
tips, dual forms, all works
Yeah.
great.
Wonderful. And last question, any tips on using Chrome with Builder?
You do not use Chrome with Builder.
You can use Builder as your base. I mean, you can do your structure with your Builder, but then, I mean, you do have to put
You have
on
to
your
put
your
top gloss over.
Yeah.
Because you don't want you can't have the sticky residue.
Right. So Builder does have a sticky residue.
But
And the
you
whole
cannot
thing-
Chrome right over Builder.
No.
I do want to make
But
that
you
clear.
can, you put the Builder on as your fill product and then put your tack-free top coat over the top of that and do your
Or color.
yeah.
If you want to put color on and then top gloss over the top, absolutely you can use Builder as the base.
So Builder, as you can see, has many talents.
It does.
But
Just like us.
just like us. And you can be rigid, and you can be flimsy and weak, and still come out
still
just fine.
This is a great product, Builder.
Yes.
Like I said, it has been the longest product
Yes, it has.
in the Light
It
Elegance
was
line.
the firstborn.
It was the firstborn, and there's something very special about that and nostalgic about it. It's still
I
just
hadn't thought about that till you said it.
no, and that's why it's one of my favorites. It's just
know.
that it's just that staple, and it's that go-to product. You know it's going to be good on your clients. You know it's going to work. I love it. It's a staple. If you haven't tried it, we do samples, so
And
let
the
us know.
Only product that we have that does not self-fold. So if you're looking for that, we got it.
Yep.
All right,
Great.
guys, what a great Builder episode, right?
Good. But
Love the questions. Those were some really good questions.
really good questions.
Keep questions coming. Let us know what you want us to rattle on about.
Let us know in the comments what you guys want to hear next week. Next Wednesday, we'll come back and we will tackle another amazing product from Light Elegance.
Absolutely. Or
Bye,
any
you
other
guys.
subject you want. All right.
Bye.